Hey YouTube, so I wanted to come and do a video for you guys about relationships because I just felt like this was something that people always email me in my box about, and please continue to do so. But I just wanted to touch on this today because I just felt like this was something that was very relevant to even myself and just people that are in college, period, or about to be in college or about to graduate, the teenagers and young adults. So I'm going to just go ahead and touch on that. Okay, so relationships in college. This is my second year. I'm about to wrap up of being in college. I will be a junior starting in the, considered a junior starting at the end of June because I will be going to summer school this year. And, at almost 20, I've learned a lot about relationships. And it's kind of funny because I still have a lot more to learn, but I just feel like I've grown a lot since graduating high school. And I've always had a lot of wisdom as far as things, but I just feel like I've grown even that much more since I've been in school and been exposed to different things. I remember when I was in middle school and everybody had a little girlfriend or a little boyfriend, and I wanted one, and I used to just be like, Daddy, can I date? I want a boyfriend. I like this boy. And my dad used to tell me, like, no, you don't need to date. That's too much stress. Don't worry about it. And I actually did not date until I was in high school. I was in the 10th grade, and it wasn't a real serious relationship, but I had my first kiss in 10th grade, and I was 15. So my first serious relationship was like a year later. But I'm absolutely glad that I waited to the point that I did, because if I didn't, my life would be in a totally different place. So for all my young ladies out there who feel like they want to date and their parents are telling them no, and they're like in middle school or, even high school, wait for certain things. Certain things you can wait for, and you're not going to be missing out on anything. And I know this sounds like something that your mom and your dad always says, and it's just something that people tell you, and when you hear it, it's like, you telling me no, so I'm going to do it anyway. But it's just a lot of stress and a lot of distraction. And at this point, women have a maturity that is greater than guys, and it's always probably going to be like that. But as far as our generation, like, even the women are just, like, on a different mindset than they were 20 years ago. And so when you have a 15-year-old boy or even an 18-year-old boy, their mindset is not thinking about, okay, I like this one girl, I'm just going to do things with this one girl, I only want to date this one girl. Whereas a girl, she can really be feeling one guy and be like, I love this guy, I only want to be with this guy, I can see myself with this guy. Like, the thought process is totally different. And, like, even the sweetest father figure of today probably was just like that when he was 18 years old. And what I'm starting to realize now is that the guys that are around my age, you might have a handful that don't want all that, partying and sleeping with different girls and, sucking royal oats. And just want to be with one girl and have, that one first love or true love, whatever, met in college and get married and do that. Then you got other people that want that, but they want that when they're like 26 or, on their second degree in their career. Like, I read in Steve Harvey's book, Think Like a Man. No, I don't have the book, but my friend did, and I was just skimming through it. And something that I read, it kind of sounded true. It said that a guy can't really focus on you and take you seriously if he hasn't met his goals yet. And what that really meant to me was that if a guy can't even pay for himself, he's struggling with his own phone bill, he's struggling with paying for school, he's struggling with his own grades, how can he really focus on you, making you happy, making sure you're not mad, making sure he calls you back, making sure that him talking to his friend doesn't look like he's disrespecting you as his girlfriend when he has his own ambitions? Which is why, like, a girl can think about that stuff because she has this mothering spirit on her. From the womb, like that's something that we have as a woman. Like you just have this nurturing aspect. Some of us do. Now some of us women are not like that, but a lot of us have this nurturing aspect, the caregiver. We want to be in a relationship. We want to be with somebody, until we've gotten hurt so many times. But we start off this way. And men are not like that. Men want to accomplish their goals and have their stuff together and then look for that woman to bring home the bacon to that deserves it. Right now, women are just friends and entertainment, fun, leisure, nothing serious. So, women want to work with the man as he builds that foundation while she builds herself and they grow together. Men sort of just want to worry about themselves, and then if it comes, it comes. So when you have those two different mentalities, you got the hopeless romantic girl that wants her Prince Charming, and then you have this guy that's sort of just like, it's whatever. Oh, she's pretty. I'll talk to her this week. Oh, she's also pretty. I don't know if you know what I'm saying? It gets complicated. And at this age, the girl mentality can be future based. The boy's mentality or the young man's mentality might be like, I like her. I don't want to hurt her feelings, but I want to do what I want to do. So, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. And that's just when a whole cycle of misunderstandings and Wale's bad comes into play. Girls dating the wrong guys. Girls choosing the wrong guys. Girls want to settle for what they don't need. Settling for the guy that's just super attractive, super athletic, super focused on the wrong things because of his outer appearance. And guys tend to do that too. They might have a chick that's just awesome, a great friend, great conversation, pretty, but then he wants that A1 chick that's just that much prettier, but her personality and her intentions are off. And so what happens is good girls keep ending up with the wrong guys repetitively, and good guys keep ending up with the wrong girls repetitively, and the girls and guys turn into whores. And eventually you get more whores out there, and the good people are left with these bad people, and it just keeps cycling itself out, really. And honestly, it would be avoided if people got their mentality together. If women came in with an understanding and they listened to what men were telling them. Listen to what a man tells you. If you like a man and you're being direct with him and you're saying, I really like you, and he's not showing you that, he's not saying how he feels. A man has a mouth to say how he feels. A man can show you how he feels with his actions as well. If a man is not showing you with his actions or saying it and then supporting it with action, then he probably doesn't feel you like you do. And if a man tells you that he doesn't want a relationship, you have to understand that that's what he means. And I've been a victim of not listening. You know what I'm saying? I'm a Taurus. I'm stubborn. You know what I mean? I'm not saying I think I can change people, but I'm like, okay, well, he said that, but I'm going to make him mine. No. If he said he doesn't like you, hear it. If he said he doesn't want a relationship, hear that. If he said he just got out of a relationship and he's not looking for one right now, don't even waste your time trying to pursue that anymore. And if a guy says he doesn't want to be with you and then you go do your own thing and then he wants you back, think about that and think about why he chose to leave you in the first place and if it's worth your time. Because a lot of times, the things that us ladies go through, we put them on ourselves. And that's by no means saying it's all our fault, because it's not. But we can only go through what we allow someone else to put us through. So I'm just going to get into some things that happened to me, and I'll, end this here and continue with another video so we don't have a 30-minute sequence of me just soapboxing my heart. But stay tuned.